The Anaheim Ducks are set to take on the Philadelphia Flyers tonight at 7 p.m. The Ducks coming off of a heartbreaking loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-0, and the Flyers looking to bounce back after their rough loss against the San Jose Sharks, giving them their first win of the season. Hi everybody, welcome into the booth. I am your host tonight, Jonas Tani, and it is so great to see you guys here tonight for an amazing night of Ducks hockey. The Ducks have been honestly off the charts. It's been crazy to see what they have done with just the coaching change, bringing in a few additional players, and the way the culture is around the team now is so much more different than it was from the past 4 seasons after watching Dallas Eakins hockey. Pat Verbeek has done a masterful job this past few seasons in order to jump in and save this team and drowning in a rebuild, which is what they needed to get that rebuild started. Fun matchup tonight. We have the Anaheim Ducks taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Ducks 7-5, 14 points, fourth in division, and the Flyers are 5-7-1 with 11 points and seventh in the Metro Division. Ducks are actually in a playoff spot for the first time in what seems to be years. And as a Ducks fan, you can't be happier for this team. You can't expect much more of them. Everyone thought going into the season they were going to be rough. They were going to be horrible. Everyone thought that this team could not get any better, or they were not going to get any better. But with the way that Pat Verbeek has rebuilt this team, it has been a masterclass. And welcome to the Verbuild, as I like to say. Be prepared to stay a while. Now, I don't have my Ducks jersey. It's in the dryer, or it's at the dry cleaners right now. It's getting cleaned. And so to show my support for the Flyers, I am wearing a Pittsburgh Penguins shirt to show the support for the Ducks against the Flyers. I was wearing a Duck shirt, but it was a little bit too big, and it felt gross and not comfortable, and I like the baby blue Penguin shirt. So go Ducks. This will be a Ducks bias stream. I am a huge Ducks fan. I just want to throw that out there. So you are watching the Ducks side of the play-by-play. All right, let's look at our starting lineups today for the visiting Flyers. Starting on the first line, the left winger, Cam Atkinson, centered by Sean Couturier, and on the right wing will be Tyson Forster. Owen Tippett to start off the left wing for the second line, Morgan Frost and Travis Konechny to round out that line. Joel Farabee, Noah Cates, and Bobby Brink on the third line for the offensive forward group. And on the fourth line, Nicolas Deslauriers making his return to Honda Center after being traded in 2022 to the Minnesota Wild and picked up in free agency by the Flyers at the end of that season. Scott Lawton will be centered, and Garnet Hathaway will be on the other wing. Hathaway, I believe, also played on the Ducks. If not, he was involved in the spit accident, which happened a couple years ago between the Capitals and the Ducks. I can't remember if he was the spitter or being spat on. Really gross either way. The defensive zone, it will be Cam York and Travis Sanheim taking on the first defensive pair. The second pair will be Zamula and Sean Walker. Sean Walker is a former King, getting picked up by the Flyers, I believe, in free agency. And on the third line, you have Nick Seeler and Luis Belpedio, rounding their defensive core out. In net will be Samuel Arison and Cal Peterson. Cal Peterson, a longtime Kings player, used to play for the Ontario Reign. I have his autograph somewhere, which is really cool. And getting picked up by Peterson getting picked up by the Reign again in free agency. A lot of free agency Flyers, and this John Tortorella Flyers team does not look half bad, but on paper. But I know they are still in the middle of a rebuild as well. Let's go over and take a look at your Anaheim Ducks starting lineup. The big storyline for tonight, Trevor Zegras is out day-to-day with a lower body injury. It might have been the reason we saw him go down the tunnel against Pittsburgh in their 2-0 heartbreaking loss to end their 6-game winning streak. Other sources I see on Twitter says he had to take a poop. There are two different sides to that story. Little told Coach Cronin at the end of the morning skate, or he wasn't even on the morning skate. Told Coach Cronin though sometime that he felt a little weird and that he wanted to sit out this game as opposed to resting to make sure he is fully healed. Zegras, though, maybe not showing on the stat sheet, but is playing very well defensively this center and has become a more matured two-way player, and it's always great to see one of your young stars turn into that. On the first line, you have Alex Killorn, centered by Leo Carlsson and Troy Terry. My belief is that they have stopped the rest plan with Leo Carlsson, and they have started. There's two ways it could go. And they've stopped that rest plan, the strength and conditioning plan, seeing how Carlsson has been playing in this game. Or, because Zegras is out, they are playing Carlsson as well for 3 games this week. The plan was originally only for him to play 2 games a week, and the other days having off to strength and condition him for the first half of the season to get him a little bit bigger for the NHL. On the second line, Frank the Tank Vetrano, centered by Mason McTavish, and on the right wing is the former Islander Ryan Strome. You have Max Jones on the third line, centered by Adam Henrique and Jakob Silverberg. Waivers pick up Ross Johnston, starting the fourth line on the left wing. Sam Carrick, number 39, scored one of the game-winning goals against that 4-2 regulation win against Vegas Golden Knights. Rounding out that forward core will be Brett Liaison. Now, going to that defensive court, you have Cam Fowler starting on the left side, and his partner in crime will be Jackson Lacombe. The 19-year-old rookie from Russia, Pavel Minchikov, who's made a statement, is tied for the league lead in rookie points right now, I believe with 9 or 8. I will need to fact-check that myself, and I shall do that right now. Took all of us by storm, not really realizing that he was going to be that good as such a young player. I'm trying to pull up the stats here to make sure. Someone can fact check me in the comments below to make sure that I am staying in check. And his defense partner on the right side will be Ilya Lyubushkin. Earl Vakanainen, acquired from trade from the Boston Bruins, will be on the third defensive pair. And his partner will be the Butcher, Radko Gudas, a free agency pickup. And Gudas has been playing very well for the Ducks. Might not show on the score sheet, but definitely shows in his physicality. Gibby getting the night off tonight as Dostal, my apologies, will be in net tonight starting for your Anaheim Ducks. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about keys to the game and the starting goaltenders for tonight. Stick around for some Ducks hockey. All right, and we are back. Welcome back, everyone. I set my audio way too high. I am so sorry. We are back with some more Ducks hockey for the evening, the pregame show, if you will. Got about 5-10 minutes before the puck hits the ice. Let's take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders. You have Samuel Ersson and Lucas Dostal. I keep butchering his name. Maybe I am Radko Gudas, the butcher, but I keep butchering his name. Dostal has been phenomenal for the Ducks tonight, and as I'm looking at this graphic, I forgot to put Samuel Ersson's name in the graphic. That is a horrible look on my end. We'll start off with him. 1-3-1 record for this season. Carter Hart has been out the past few games. He is battling an illness right now, so pray for a speedy recovery for him. Ersson, a 3.52 GAA and an 830 save percentage. Looking 200 feet away from him is the Dostal, the goaltender, number 1, the Czechian goaltender, Lucas Dostal. 5-1-0 record for the Dostal, 2.8 GAA and a 920 save percentage. Dostal really having a phenomenal breakout year and a great year for him in total, looking like a strong potential candidate for starting. All right, let's talk our keys to the game. Some keys for the keys to the game for the Ducks. They got to stop taking those penalties. They keep taking those penalties. Their penalty killers keep getting extra reps, which is nice, but they get tired quickly and then they just get worked. And most of their goals have came on the power play or the penalty kill. I'm pretty sure. I know I need to go back and fact check this. I know I should have done that earlier. I've had a very busy day. Anyways, so the Ducks need to stay out of the box. That's what the Ducklings, if you will, the young Ducks, they need to stay out of the box. They've been taking way too many penalties, and they've been taking stupid penalties too. And it's cost them a couple of times, but their penalty killing is getting better because of the reps they're getting, but they're also getting worked as well. The special teams just in general have to step up. The penalty kill has to be good. The power play has to be good. The Flyers team is obviously still a little young, and they're play kind of similar to the Coyotes. They play quick in transition, and they play a very fast game. And especially with John Tortorella behind the bench, you just got to watch out for that transition. You got to watch out for those mistakes. Obviously, any team can catch you on those mistakes, but the Flyers will catch you, and they will make you pay for it. This is the second meeting the Ducks and the Flyers have had this season. This will be the final meeting they have for the season. The Ducks beating them 7-4 in that lengthy 6-game winning streak, I believe. If not, it was the game before that, but I believe one of their wins came against the Flyers in their 6-game winning streak. And let me check that right now. Yeah, one of their third win in the win streak was against the Flyers. A 7-4 victory for them. Obviously, with Zegras being out, the younger guys are going to have to step up, and they're going to have to start playing really good hockey, and they're going to have to start, passing more, transitioning. The line of Carlson, Terry, and Killorn. Terry plays more with the puck on a stick possession type of guy, and Carlson is a very quick bounce pass and always looking for passes and stuff. So it's nice to have them there, but it does cost Troy a lot, and it costs the first line a lot of production sometimes where they do have chances and they have shooting lanes. But because Terry is holding onto that puck just a little too long, they're not getting as many chances as they should. They look good in the forecheck, but they do give up those passes. When we come back after this quick little commercial break, the puck drop should be soon, and I need to rest my voice for an exciting game tonight. Ducks hockey, back soon. all set for Ducks hockey to take place as they roll up the carpets on this military appreciation night. We get set for the puck drop. Drop your predictions down in the drop your score predictions and who will win down in the chat, and I will see them. Dostal again in net and Ersson in net for both of their own teams, respectively. Looks like trying to find out who the starting lineups are. Looks like Max Jones and company is out on the ice as Rico and Lawton will take the opening faceoff, and puck is down in Anaheim as play has started. Flyers win it back into their own defensive zone as the Ducks now dump it down and dump it around the boards. Playing behind the net, battling. Jones comes out with it and makes an errant pass to Vakanainen, and Dostal will come out and play it. Passes that back to Gudis along the boards up to Silverberg. Silverberg just chops it in as that will go the length of the ice. Down behind the net, Jones has it, tries to make that pass up to Silverberg right in front of the crease, and that goes errant back around. Jones has it now, looking for options along the boards as he dumps that back down behind the net. It looks like Lawton lost his stick there. And that shot saved by Eriksson, the rebound, and will be covered up for a save. Good first bit of action in the first 50 seconds for the Ducks. Cronin has to be happy about that. Another key to the game for your Anaheim Ducks is the aggressive forechecking. The Ducks need to keep pressure going, and they need to keep up that aggressiveness. If they just sit back, they're going to get worked. Passes are going to be going all around, and they're going to be scored on, and it's not good. So we get set an offensive zone draw for the Ducks as they win it back. So it looks like Strome has that. That shot, that will get blocked, and Strome goes and chases it and dumps it back down around the boards. There's a battle for it, and the Flyers will win that battle as they pass it up. But the Ducks will intercept that pass, and the Flyers will gain it right back. Lacombe battling, sticking with the puck there as it passes back around the boards. Ducks regain possession in their own defensive zone. Behind the net as they go to dump it up. And Silverberg, it looks like it's a 2-on-1. It's McTavish, that shot save! A big fat rebound, and Ersson will keep a cover on it. McTavish had a clear-cut breakaway 2-on-1 with, not sure who it was, but Vetrano gave a great pass up. Looked like it was a 2-on-1. McTavish took the shot. Ersson gave a rebound, covers up the rebound. And it's a great chance there by the Ducks. So McTavish just put it right in the center of his chest. Looking like he was trying to go 5-hole. I'm not sure. The Ducks will win that draw after McTavish wins it. Carlson has it. And now they're battling now along there. Minchukov and Labushkin are out there on the ice for the defenseman as Minchukov breaks up a pass. And Terry will intercept that. And Terry now has it. Looking along the boards, trying to make a move. Loses it along the boards. They go back behind the net. Terry still has possession of it as he rims it around the other side. And the Flyers will get it out of the zone. Killorn intercepts it in his own defensive zone as he sits back and gets changes so the Ducks can get fresh legs and a breakout. And now Terry has it as he passes along the left side, looking for options, takes that shot, and that will get blocked and go to the boards as the Flyers try to make a pass, but that pass will go errant. And Gudis tries to make a pass as Gudis hits it up. That puck will get deflected in. No icing as that puck gets deflected into the Ducks' offensive zone. Vakanainen looking to keep the puck in as Gudis delivers a bone-crunching hit along the half wall, almost knocking the Flyers player into the bench. So the Flyers have it now, working it around behind in the corner. Vakanainen pins him up to the boards. And now 44 has it for the Ducks. I believe that is Ross Johnson. As now Liaison comes in, the fourth line, and Liaison has it now back around behind the Flyers zone net in the offensive zone, as Henrique has it back up to Jones, over to Fowler, back to Jones. That shot will get blocked in traffic, and that will be a pause in play. That hit on Gudas from Farabee looked, it was a very clean hit, but the way he was able to deliver that just crunched him right into the boards, the back right up against that half wall, leaning over to the Ducks. Gudas played with the Flyers from 2015 to 2019, had 290 games with the Flyers, as that will be a reset and gets thrown. Flyers center gets thrown out of the faceoff circle. Offensive zone draw here for the Ducks as the Flyers win that draw. Looks to clear it up. That will be blocked as but that pass still gets cleared up. Fowler has it, rims it back around in his own defensive end as they get it out. And a nice little slap pass. Jones, it's off to the races, and that will be waved down for icing. Steeler with a little trick there, but does not get called. As Fowler has it now, passes it over to his partner Lacombe. Lacombe looking for options, skates it down, chips in a little bit behind the net. Silverberg getting pressured behind the net, getting pinned up, looking for options, passes that back to Rico. Rico up to the point for Fowler. Fowler makes a little spin move on his man as he just leaves it for Lacombe, but that pass will go out of the offensive zone. The Ducks reset. That gets tipped in, and Henrique has it, tries to poke it to his man, but that pass will get hit by another Flyer stick and will go up in the air as the Ducks have to regroup and get fresh legs. Strome has it now as he cuts back in along to the offensive zone, partnered with Vetrano as that pass gets pucked in. Right there, out front, shot by McTavish and saved by Ayers, and a quick little passing play behind the net as the Flyers try to clear that. Ducks will block it, but the Flyers will regain possession and clear that out of their defensive zone as they chip it in a little bit, a little chip and chase, if you will, as Minchukov will regain possession of that down along the boards. Minchukov battling for possession now as he will end up losing possession. That pass out in front, that shot saved by Dostal as that pass will go up and not out of play, just hits the boards, deflects off, and Strome tries to get that out of play, and the shot from the Flyers, Ryan Shea will take that, and that will be out of the point. And now the Ducks now have it. Pass intercepted. Safe, but also shot. Scores! And the Flyers get the first one of the night, making it 1-0. So a nice little rebound. Looks like Sean Couturier with the first goal of the evening. As that there's a passing play there between Strome and McTavish. If McTavish just shot it a little bit higher, that puck would have went in. And a slap shot from the point leaves a rebound. Dostal does not know where it is. Couturier just makes a nice little backhand, forehand moves. Wide open net off the rebound and puts it right in behind Dostal. Dostal won. I think that actually just hit off another man. I don't think that actually was a shot on goal. As we now resume play, the Ducks will win that draw and dump it in. Arison looks for a pass, comes out of his net. Now the Flyers with that momentum. As the Flyers take it in now, Terry will make a little defensive play there, and that puck will get passed along. Ducks now have possession of it, up into the neutral zone. As Carlson passes it over to Terry, Terry looking for a shot, 2 men on him, and that will be taken away by the Flyers down deep in their offensive zone as the Flyers look for a breakout play to extend their lead. That pass will be recovered by Terry. Now Terry looking down for options as that pass will get intercepted again by another Flyer, and they will start their breakout. That pass in the neutral zone, though, intercepted, and Killorn has it now, 1-on-2, all by himself, as he looks for that centering pass to Liaison, and that pass will get picked off. And here come the Flyers back down the neutral zone, a little chip in, and that will be the end of that little rush as Fowler retrieves that down in the corner, but a Flyer player will end up keeping that as they look to center. Dostal with the save there, as that will get rebounded to the boards. A little passing play at the point for the Flyers. That shot gets tipped and blocked And now the Ducks have a little breakout of their own, but the puck goes away, and that will be it for the Ducks rush. That puck gets chipped in a little bit, no icing. Dostal tries to play it with his stick. That will go back to the Ducks player. Nice little passing play behind the back pass. As it looks like Fowler has it, looking for options there. Almost a centering pass. If Liaison got his stick on it, that puck was going in. Went a little too wide, so the Flyers now have it in their transition. Loses an edge at the boards, and that will be able to make the Ducks be able to regain possession of the puck there. Fowler has it behind his own net, getting pressured. Elects to move that over to Lyubushkin. So that pass will go up to center ice, and the Flyers will take that, and we have our game's first penalty on Ilya Lyubushkin. When we come back, the Ducks are on the penalty kill. We will see what they can do with that penalty kill. So the Ducks are on the penalty kill. Number 46, Ilya Lyubushkin, tripping Garnet Hathaway. And that will be a 2-minute minor for tripping. Special teams needs to come up big for the Anaheim Ducks here. As puck gets set to drop for the offensive zone faceoff. Atkinson has it now over to Sanheim. Konechny looking for that pass as Atkinson will receive it. Back up to the point for Sanheim. Back down to Konechny. Behind the net for Couturier. These Flyers are quick with their passes. That shot from Atkinson gets blocked, and Vetrano will have that now as he looks to clears it, but passes it over to Terry, and Terry will dump it the rest of the way, killing 20 seconds off of that power play. Sanheim has it now as he passes it back over to Konechny, and that pass will get blocked by a Ducks player. As Lacombe has it, passes it back over to Liaison. Liaison is just going to slap it down the rest of the ice. And that Eriksson comes out of the net. And it looks like Carrick, if he was a little quicker with that, had an empty net. As he gets tripped up, no call on the play there. As Couturier has it now, and the Flyers are attempting to break out. A minute left on the power play. 1-0 is the score. Flyers are up. 3-5 are the shots on goal. Sean Walker has it now at the point. Back down to Atkinson, who is also at the point. Walker takes a point shot. Rebound. Konechny has it, looking for options. Back up to the point for Walker. Walker shoots it. That shot goes wide. And the shot save. No goal there. Dostal trying to keep the puck out, and he does. As that was bouncing all over the place. As Walker takes a shot from the point. That shot goes wide. Atkinson tries to put it in for the rebound and misses. And that puck goes wide, and Dostal, just with a big glove save, reaches out and saves it. Being able to cover that puck was huge. Ducks get fresh legs on the ice as the pass gets the face-off as Flyers player will get thrown out. Flyers win the draw there. As the Ducks now look to counterattack, Vetrano on the penalty kill. See, looking a nice little backhand shot will be saved and sticked into the corner from Ersson. So Walker has it now, looking for that breakout over to Farabee. Farabee passes that back down to Frost. Frost looking for options. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. My scoreboard is a little bit ahead, but Bobby Brink has it now, back over to Walker. Walker at the point, back down to Brink. Brink, that shot saved by Dostal. Rebound. Flyer can't get a stick on it, and Henrique will pass that over to Vetrano, who will clear it down the rest of the way. 10 seconds left on the penalty kill, as Walker will go change. One more rush, and it looks like the Ducks are now 1 for 1 on the penalty kill, which is huge. Special teams coming up big, as Fowler will receive that cross-ice pass. And up comes Vakanainen. That shot will be saved and gloved down by Ersson, as Vakanainen on the floor. Little scrum out in front. Vakanainen coming down on that rush, trying to pick that top corner. Ersson just gets a piece of it with his top shoulder. And Dostal making that huge save coming up. A rebound where a Flyer can't get a stick on it, as the Ducks will kill that penalty. .35 left to go in the first period. 1-0 is the score. Flyers are ahead now. That goal came on by Sean Couturier, assisted by Zamula at 4:57 into the first. Flyers looking to break out as they dump it down into the defensive zone, or their offensive zone, as Terry will receive that, and Carlson now makes a move, passes that up, and that'll get dumped in the way. Killorn has it now, and that will be whistled offside. I'm going to let my clock run down a little bit so it matches up with their clock. And that play was whistled offside, so we will get a face-off at the center ice for some reason, as the Ducks will win that draw. And the Flyers will intercept that pass from Minchikov, as that shot will get gloved down. Scrum out in front, and Dostal will make the save. Dostal will make the save. So we head to another commercial break. Big game here in Anaheim. 1-0 is the score. Flyers are up. Ducks need to do some coming back to make the win happen. Alright, I have audio now. I don't know what was going on. I did not have audio for some reason. I think a button was getting hit and it was not allowing me to have audio. Anyways, defensive zone draw for the Ducks as the Flyers will shoot that down to Dostal, and that puck will get gloved down and saved. 9 shots on goal for the Flyers. Ducks only have 7. Ducks need to get something going here. They need to get some offensive pressure going. As they set for another defensive zone draw. 1-0 still the score here. As McTavish battling for that draw, and the Flyers will win it down along the boards. As Gudis now battling tough against the boards, pinning up another Flyer player. It looks like a little scrum almost, but that puck will get unlodged, and the Flyers now have it. Back over to the point, making some nice nifty passing plays. That puck is a rebound, and no one knows where it is except Ryan Strome, who has it now, breaking out, who will air it in to get fresh legs, as the Flyers will try to lose that across ice pass. No one was there as that puck goes wide. Now Frost has it over to Zamula. Zamula now looking to enter the zone as he gets bumped, and that will be an offside. .858 left to go in the first period. Looks like there's a little scrum breaking out between Johnston and Konechny there, as Lyubushkin will have that and passes that out. And looks like we almost had a little fight there as Johnston feathers that in on goal, and Arison will cover up that puck. Players talking to each other. The ref skates over and separates them. We're going to see a fight tonight, and it will be a fight night. You saw there's a little scrum going on there as Johnston loses his stick. No penalty was called. So we get set for the offensive zone draw. Carrick taking it now, and he wins it. And Minchikov keeping that in the zone, but that puck will get poke-checked as the Flyers dump it in, looking for an offensive zone rush. Frost passed that back up over, and that puck will go wide, as that will leave the zone. Liaison tries to beat a foot race to it, and that will pass that back over to Laurier. They have it now. That shot will get blocked in the middle. A rebound, and the Ducks recover it behind the net. As Carrick now looking around, finding options, as he will just backhand that. Try to get it out of the zone, but the Flyers will keep it in. Just at the edge of the zone, offsides was waved off as Minchikov is battling now in the corner. Carrick has it now and will finally feather that out of the offensive zone as they go to get changes. Puck not touched so that they avoid a too many men on the ice penalty as lines are being changed. Strome has that now, tries to pass that up to center ice, and a Flyer player will intercept that as he rims that around the boards. And will get hit. No penalty called there. Nice little nifty between the moves. Late Dostal tried to have it. Big save there as Walker has it. Now that shot, back of the net, scores! 2-0 the score for the Philadelphia Flyers as that gets tipped in by Cam Atkinson is what it looks like. I want to see that play again. A little defensive breakdown there from the Ducks. But let's watch that as Sandstrom, gets that pass, and I believe, or Sanheim, my bad, I'm butchering names today. And that'll hit off Atkinson's glove, I think is what it looks like. Sanheim takes a shot. And yeah, that'll hit Atkinson in the glove as that deflects past Dostal. 7th goal of the season for Cam Atkinson. The Ducks win the draw. Lacombe over to Fowler, and they dump that in. Anaheim's first line is out now as they look to keep the offensive pressure up as they try to pass it, and that pass will get intercepted, but Carlson, a good defensive play there, goes to break up that odd man rush from the Flyers and makes it no threat. The Flyers have it now in their zone. Killorn pressuring as the Flyers headman that up the ice. That will be stopped by Fowler. Fowler feathers that in as Carlson is pushing down over to Zamula. Gives him a little bump, but no possession retained by the Ducks. Flyers still have it as they come across their neutral zone, and they pass it down. The Ducks go to rim that up. The Ducks looking a little sluggish here in the first period. They have had some opportunities, but no chance. Here's Carlson over to Killorn. Killorn, that shot will get deflected wide as Gudas keeps that in the zone as they pass that back around. Now Killorn has it, tries to pass that back down to Carlson, but a Flyers player will intercept that, and that puck goes down, and no icing called. No icing is called, as Vakanainen will keep that there. Atkinson with the goal, assists from Sanheim and Forster at 12:31 into the period. As Vetrano dumps that down along the boards as Strome has it, ref getting in the way, no call there. McTavish has it now as he's looking for options at the point. Tries to feather a pass down, but that pass will get intercepted as the Flyers now have a breakaway, and that shot saved by Dostal as that goes wide. A huge save to stone him, but the Flyers still retain possession, looking for those passes there as the Ducks pressure the Flyers. The Flyers now at the point, looking for options. They rim that down along the boards as that pass comes back up. And Strome will get that now over to Gudas, who passes that puck back over to Vakanainen as the Ducks go to get fresh lays on the play. Vakanainen now behind the net, awaiting his options over to Gudas. Gudas passes that all the way up to center ice as the Flyers will almost intercept that, but the liaison will actually end up getting a stick on it, and Carrick feathers it down. Ersson, looking for his options, elects to play it to one of his Flyers players, but Carrick will end up stick lifting that. The Flyers will retain possession, and they will clear it out now. So the Flyers looking in the offensive, and that shot saved by Dostal, a big rebound. And now Johnston has it as he just kind of feathers that in as they go to get changes. 4:40 left in the period. 2-0 is the score as the Ducks are looking for different options here. They can't get any offensive pressure going, even though they're in the offensive zone right now. Silverberg has it over to Johnson. That shot from Lyubushkin, big rebound, no one there, as Jones will get that, and that puck will go wide off that shot. Flyers will clear that, and that looks like no icing on the call as it did not go the full 200 feet. Lyubushkin over to Silverberg, who tries to pass that back to Lyubushkin, but that pass will go wide. Ducks will regain possession, though, as it goes over to Silverberg, as he just dumps that down off the boards. Carlson now playing again, pressuring, so the Flyers will get to the puck first, and they will just feather that one. That puck will get stopped by Fowler, though, as Terry now has it, tries to come in, and Terry still has possession of it, though. That shot will be saved. Rebound, no one there except the Flyers player, and the Flyers will be able to regain possession of that and get it out of their zone. Ducks still have possession, though, in the neutral zone. 3.5 left to go in this period as Killorn looking for his options over to Lacombe. Lacombe tries to skate center, passes that puck down low to Terry. Terry tries to get that, but will be pressured by a Flyers player, and Killorn will receive possession on the opposite end. Killorn back up over by the circles, down to Carlson. Carlson makes a move as he's behind the net, obtaining that zone pressure that Killorn one-timer just missed. Did not get all of that, and the Flyers will get it out of the zone to get changes, and so will the Ducks. 2:50 left to go in the the first period of play. 2-0 is the score. 15-11 are the shots on goal as the Ducks dump that down. Vetrano to get there first. No icing on the play as Strome has that, passes that back over to Vetrano. Back up to Vakanainen. Vakanainen takes that shot, saved by Ersson. As we get a little scrum out in the front of the net, it is apparent these teams don't like each other. More Ducks hockey will be coming up after the commercial break. 2-0, 2.5 left to go in the first period. Well, the Ducks came up big in their earlier penalty kill, but that does not show on the scoreboard as 2 goals have gone by Lucas Dostal in the first period. The Ducks getting some chances off of the slap shot by Lyubushkin from the point, actually tipped by Max Jones, and he gains possession of it right in the slot, but will shoot that puck wide. Carlson getting a good chance there, but that puck just gets tipped and goes wide. So you have 2.5 left to play in the first period. Strome's, McTavish, and Vetrano line is out right now. McTavish taking the draw as he wins that puck back over to Strome. Strome takes that shot. That pass will go into Erisson's glove and will be another possession. I think that actually got tipped by McTavish, if I was not mistaken. And Erisson read the deflection very well, able to tip that puck in. 2:28 left to go. McTavish in for the draw again, as McTavish will get thrown out of the draw, and it will be Strome and Couturier now. As that puck is dropped, Couturier wins it over to Walker, or Sanheim. Sanheim back over to another Flyers defenseman as that puck will get dumped in. Gudas to get there first. No icing on the call, though, as the Flyers are pressuring. Gudas will clear that out, and it's a 2-on-1, or it was a 2-on-1. No one there. Silverberg, that shot, rebound off the pads of Erisson. McTavish will regain possession along the boards. Tries to pass that up, but that will get stopped. And looks like we have a penalty. McTavish getting tripped up on the play, and the Ducks will go to the power play with 1:58 remaining. Couturier with the 2 minutes for, I believe it was tripping or a slashing. It was a tripping. So Couturier will get 2 minutes for tripping. The Ducks will have 2 seconds on the power play. They are 6 for 14 on the power play in their last 5 games. Carlson has that. That shot will get tipped out in front by McTavish. Goes wide. Terry back over to Minchikov. Minchikov to McTavish. Minchikov at the point. Back down to Carlson. Carlson shot. That save will by Erisson. Will rebound to the boards. And a nice little pass. That shot by McTavish will get around the boards. But Minchikov will retain possession of that and keep that in the offensive zone. The Flyers will clear it just barely out of the zone, and the Ducks will have to regroup for the offside. Flyers clear that out, looking for something on the shorthand as they just kind of sit back, relax, and kill it. Retain those legs, and they kill it down. Dostal making the stop. Minchikov has it. 1:15 left to go on the power play as Minchikov tries to feather that in, but it will be stopped. And now another breakaway. A shorty saved by Dostal. Stoned him. And what a move, a shorthanded breakaway chance. And here comes Terry and Killorn. Killorn passes that down in for McTavish. McTavish looking for options. McTavish take that shot, and that will be covered up and saved. As we have a little scrum out in front of the net. 50 seconds left to go in the power play. And a good save there by Ersson. McTavish looks visibly shaken up. That little pass in. A good move there by McTavish cutting to the front. Killorn screening the goalie. Nothing that could have been done there, but a beautiful cover-up of the play. And a great stone wall there by Dostal on that breakaway from Atkinson. Atkinson tries to go backhand. Dostal slides over and makes that play. Silverberg has it now back up to Toronto, over to Fowler, to Henrique, over to Strome. Strome takes that shot. That will be saved. Rebound and saved now by Ersson. 37, it says 37.8 left on the screen. 37.8, 40 seconds left to go in the power play as the Ducks look for that offensive zone win. Time is now ticking down as the Flyers, looks like, will go to the box again. So 35 seconds left on the first penalty. Looks like there will be no stoppage there. Just looks like we had something wrong at the scorer's table. 35 seconds left to go. As the Ducks win that draw over to Fowler, up to Strome. Strome over to Vetrano. Vetrano trying to make something happen as he passes it down to Silverberg along the edge, who gets pushed back into the boards. The Ducks will not retain possession of it, and the Flyers skate it down, and they just dump it into the zone. 10 seconds left to go. As Fowler tries to make one last rush of this power play over to Vetrano. They have 5 seconds left in the period. They have to get a shot off. Over to Strome. That shot will go high as that will end the first period. So the end of the first period, Dostal has made some huge saves, but he has let two in. These Ducks are not good in the first period from what we have seen either. And we go to the first intermission. First intermission report coming up soon after this short break. I don't have audio, and I should have audio, which sucks. All right. Today's live stream is brought to you by our sponsor today, W.GG Energy. They are an energy company brand. They have created a Jittler's energy formula. I love it. Go ahead and use my code BTN10 for 10% off of your order anytime. And yeah, go ahead, try it. It's really good. They have some really great flavors. You will not be let down from it. Pass me the cards, please. I have a special guest in the house tonight. After we do our first intermission report, we have a pack of cards we are ready to rip. And this is on my live stream, so I actually should record this part at least, so I can edit it into a later video, which you will see. So if you are watching this right now, be on the lookout for NHL season mode with cards. So be on the lookout for that video. We will do half this pack in the second intermission, or first intermission, and the other half in the second intermission. Got to get to the intermission report first. We'll take a little break, and then we'll come back, do this pack, and then get back into Ducks hockey. So, there we go. She's going to open the cards right now, sort out the cards that she wants to tell me, and I will guess the player, and then we'll create a lineup from there. If you want to show them opening the cards, so we know that the cards that they are using is totally legit and real.
I am failing this wizard right now.
Alright, so you can now step away. So, thank you. That will be back later. Alright, first intermission report. Let's get into it. The Ducks have just fallen apart. Their first 5 minutes of the period was really good, and they played very, very well. They played very, very defensively. They played very offensively. They just were just constantly attacking, and they were just putting a lot of pressure on the Flyers. They had a few defensive breakdowns here and there, get let up a few breakaways. They let up a few, not too good plays. They took a tripping penalty, but they were able to come back and to kill that penalty off. They have 2 seconds left in the power play going into the second period, but they will not be able to do anything with that. It is too short of a time to score a goal within those 2 seconds, so nothing will happen off of that power play. Players that I think have looked really good so far, I think Carlson has looked very well. He's looked very good defensively. He's been able to play very strong. He's made some key plays. He's made some good playmaking plays too. Also, McTavish has been playing pretty well too, making some good plays and whatnot. I think their defensive has stepped up huge. Dostal, even though letting up those 2 early goals in the first period, has played well, stoning 2 breakaways, what could have been dangerous chances. Able to stop those plays for the Ducks. Let's go ahead and look at the stats. 15 shots on goal for the Ducks, no goals. The Flyers have 2 goals on 17 shots, 48% of the faceoff dot for the Ducks, 52% for the Flyers. No one has scored on the power play. 2 penalty minutes per each, 6 to 7 hits respectively. And the only 2 penalties coming in the first period so far. Let's take a look at the scores around the league as we have the very hot San Jose Sharks winning their first 2 games in a row against the Edmonton Oilers and the Philadelphia Flyers. They are losing to the Golden Knights 2-0 after the first period. Sabres beat the Wild today 3-2. Yokoharu scoring his second. Kaprizov and Skinner and Peterka. Yokoharu, Kaprizov, Skinner, Peterka, and Ayrton X scoring for their respective teams today. 5-2, the Panthers beat the Hurricanes. Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Beliniskix, I believe, scores. I believe it was his first, what it looks like his first NHL goal is what it looked like. Uvis Belinsky, I believe is how you say his name. He just scored his first NHL goal of his career. The 27-year-old Latvian, the defensive the defenseman. So congrats to him. Sebastian Aho is the other scorer for the Hurricanes. Kachuk, Barkov, Verhage, and Sterling scored the rest of the goals. The Panthers taking down the Hurricanes 5-2. Panthers should have their top two defensemen back soon. Brandon Montour, former Duck and my favorite player, coming back soon from injury. And I don't remember the other player off the top of my head. I did see a tweet about it though. But the Panthers should have their top two defensemen back soon. Capitals beat the Devils 4-2. Nicholas Aube-Kubel getting his first of the season. And Beck Malenstein, I believe, getting the first of the second or third goal of his career, the first of his season. Evgeny Kuznetsov with the third goal for the Capitals. Timo Meier, and Dawson Mercer were the other two goal scorers for the Devils, and Kuznetsov with a 2-goal night, scoring the fourth goal for the Capitals. Exciting game over in Canada, an all-Canadian matchup. The Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Calgary Flames. Maple Leafs up 3-2 going into the third period. William Nylander scores, making it, I believe, his 14th game straight with 8 points. It is, he has a point in 14 straight games. Connor Zary scoring, then for the Flames responding 4 minutes later. 3 minutes later, Calle Jarnkrok scores his fourth of the season, rounding out the first period. Going into the second period, you have Nylander again scoring his third, and JT, the former Islander, scoring the fourth of the night for the Leafs. I could not think. Nikita Zadorov was his first of the season, making it 2-4, and AJ Greer his second of the season, making it 3-4. In the third period, 3 minutes into, Martin Pospisil scores his second of the season, making it a 4-4 game. No one scores in shootouts, no one scores in overtime, so we go to the shootout, and Max Domi wins it for the Leafs in the shootout. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we got a pack opening for you guys coming up soon. Back with a card opening. This is my theater friend. Her name is Giselle. She's a super dope person. She lives right down the hall from me. Super cool person. All right, so we are going to open this pack right now, and well, we opened it already, but we split the cards right down the middle. So she's gonna read out names, and I'm gonna guess the player, and then this is gonna be for another video down in the future. So if you want to watch that, just a shameless plug. Be on the lookout for that video, hopefully coming up soon.
Excuse my butchering of names. I suck with names.
I'm just getting her into hockey, and it's been a lot of fun.
Alexander Wenberg?
Oh, Wenny. That's the Seattle Kraken. Boom.
Brady
Kachuk. That's the Ottawa Senators. His brother Matthew just scored in the game today.
Spencer Knight.
Panthers. I saw that card.
Claude Giroux?
Claude Giroux, a longtime Flyer. I want to say it's the Panthers. It's the Senators then. Okay.
Sebastian Aho.
Aho, that's the Canes. He scored today.
Steven Stamkos.
Stamkos is the Lightning. Oh, that's a cool card. It's a pretty cool card. We have another box of these to rip and open too. A little bit of a card fanatic.
Milan
Lucic. I want to say it's not Boston, is it?
No.
No, it's not. It's Edmonton. It's not. It's Calgary Oilers. Calgary Flames. Edmonton Oilers. It's the Flames. Okay. He played for both the Flames and the Oilers, and then now he's back with the Bruins. So there's just been a bunch.
Thatcher Demko.
Thatcher Demko. That is the Vancouver Canucks, who are actually doing really, really well this season.
Phil Kessel.
Kessel. I want to say that's Vegas. Sadly, because he's a great player and I love him.
I'm assuming it's Sean Monahan.
Oh, Sean Monahan. That's Flames?
No.
Calgary? No? Okay, then I don't know who he's with right now. I know he was on Calgary for the longest time. He's not with the Flyers anymore. Man, this one stumped me. Can you give me the colors?
Red, white, and blue. Red, blue, and white.
The Rangers?
No.
Canadians? Montreal? Okay. I forgot he played with Montreal for the longest time, too.
Corey Perry.
Pears! That's, that card's probably going to be on the Lightning.
Yes.
But he's with the Blackhawks now, which suck because he needs to come back to Anaheim. He needs to retire as a Duck. Your 2010 Hart Trophy winner needs to come back to Anaheim now.
Ryan Sutter.
Ryan Suter. That is the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild!
No.
Inside joke. I know it's not the Wild. It's suits. There's been a lot of Sutters, Suiters, so they all kind of blend together. Give me the colors.
Green and white.
Green and white. Dallas Stars.
Kyle Connor.
Oh, that's the Jets. Winnipeg.
Brady.
Kachuk.
No.
Shea.
How do you spell that?
Skjei.
Yes.
That's I didn't know we were turning this into a spelling bee.
We should do spelling bee now.
Oh, that would be cool. NHL player spelling bee. That is Shea. That's the same team as Aho's on. Hurricanes. I don't know why I blinked out on that one so hard. But, yeah, we got it. We got 14 cards down. And I'm not going to explain what we're going to do with these cards. You'll see in the video. So be on the lookout for that. And yes, I am shameless plugging a lot. I don't care. Deal with it. Yeah, we'll get right back into the action after this little commercial break. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the second intermission.
Yep.
All right, thank you. your Anaheim Ducks is just about to get underway. McTavish, one of the big key names for today. He has 4 shots and 7 shots attempted in the first period. Season high for shots is 5, so be on the lookout for that for more shots and shot attempts. We get set for the second period. Carlson takes that draw and wins it. Vaakanainen and Gudis are starting the second period as the defensemen. Killorn now back down against the boards as they have switched ways and they are now shooting to the east side. Vaakanainen has that shot blocked by a Flyers player, and Terry tries to regain possession of it along the boards. Pass goes wild, but the Flyers will regain it behind their own net. So that shot comes down. There will be an icing. I did not start the clock. That penalty's gone. And I did not start the clock. So I am now very lost where we are in time. I know we are at 1931. Okay, cool. This is what happens when you don't start the clock. All right, the offensive zone faceoff for the Ducks is lost, and the Flyers will try and clear that out of the way. The Ducks will try to regain possession. McTavish almost got possession, but the Flyers just chip it down in and are able to get fresh legs after that icing. Fowler has it now as he dumps it in along the boards over to the neutral zone. A cross-ice pass over to Lacombe, and that will be dumped in down around. That pass gets blocked up and around the boards by Lacombe. Now the Flyers have it now in their own zone. That pass will get picked off by Vetrano. Strome now racing for it as he dumps it back in and rims it along the boards. Fowler there to retain possession as that puck goes back around to Lacombe. Back down to McTavish, but the Flyers will regain possession. But McTavish with a nice little takeaway. Back down along the boards. Ducks coming out with fire as Strome has it now in the offensive zone. That cross ice to Fowler. Back to Lacombe. Lacombe looking for options. Dumps that down along the boards. That short shot, will be blocked and along the boards as Strome will dump that down to Vetrano, who will try to pass that to McTavish, but that pass will get picked off. Flyers now attempting to rush back down into the offensive zone, but they'll just chip it in and get fresh legs. Fowler has it now as he tries to pass it up. Pass intended for Silverberg. That will get intercepted by a Flyer as it goes down into the offensive zone, and the Flyers will regain that possession. Flyers coming back in, making a cross-ice pass, and Silverberg with a nice defensive play to break it up. Tries to dump that out and lead a rush. The Flyers will regain it back and dump it down. Joe Stahl comes out of his net, tries to play it. No play there made. Flyers, after that dump, will regain possession in the offensive, and that shot from the point by Joe Stahl will hit someone in net and go wide. The Flyers will still have possession, circling up from the point. That shot blocked, and the Ducks regain possession of it. Fowler gets it by his stick and regains possession. And it looks like Henrique was the intended man for the pass as the Flyers pick that one up in the neutral zone. And that little pass out front, off the cross. Oh, and it goes in. It looks like it was off the crossbar. But Belpedio will score that goal as it hits off the back bar. As they come down, actually a nice shot there. The Ducks try to just headman that rush and get it started quick as it gets picked off. And Belpedio looking for options, or it was Atkinson that was looking for options. Or no, it was, Atkinson. Between the legs of Minchukov and Belpedio just snipes one top cheddar for the goal. Flyers will win the faceoff as it goes back down into the Ducks' offensive zone. The Ducks now are down by 3. So they look to regain possession there. And Carrick has it as he goes to try and chip it in. Ducks will lose possession, but regain it over by Johnston. Is a hard battle along the boards. Carrick has it now as he passes that over to Lacombe. Lacombe back down to Fowler. Fowler to Liaison shot. Glove down by Arison, who falls down. Carrick has it, tries to put it in the back of the net. And that will get saved off the tip of the glove. Dostal comes out to play that puck. And it looks like Labushkin will regain possession of it. Over to Terry. And now Terry looking for options here as he tries to pass that across to Carlson. No pass made. Flyers got it there. Terry has it. That shot, that will get blocked and go wide as Vakanainen regains possession of that. So they're playing a little give and go here as that goes back down around the boards. Carlson has it now, regains that possession, looking for that centering pass, and that misses the mark. The Ducks will still regain possession in the neutral zone. Carlson going for a little skate, passes that over to Terry, who tries to chip that back over to Carlson, tries to make the defensive play to keep it in the zone, but the Flyers will push that out of the zone. Gudis with a slap shot to dump it in, and it looks like it might work. A rebound from Ersson. The Flyers will regain possession, and it starts a little rush here. So it's a 3-on-3. That shot looking for center. That shot goes in, and it's another goal for the Flyers. But it looked like it was kicked off a skate. So we will see what the ruling is. If they go to Toronto, that shot there deflected by Gudis. Oh, that's a total kick. Sean Walker totally lifts his leg up and kicks it. It goes off the stick of Dostal and it goes in. As a total non-biased Ducks fan, that should not be a goal. It does look like a goal, though. It doesn't look like a goal because of the kick-in, but I believe they are going to review it right now. We'll see what the call ends up being, and it looks like they are going to Toronto right now. As Forrester looks to shoot that, and Walker totally just kicks his skate out and kicks it. That should be a kick play. The only thing that I'm not sure about is, will it be considered a goal still, even at it hit off of Dostal's stick? So that is the determining factor there. Will it or will it not be counted as a good goal? If it is a goal, it will go back to center ice. If it is not, and here's the ruling.
The Philly player did kick the puck into the net, therefore we got no goal.
So I don't know if you heard that, but because of the kick by Sean Walker, it was a very quick review. No goal. It is now 3-0. The Ducks are still only down by 3, which is good. That play will come out of the offensive zone, and the Ducks will get a neutral zone faceoff. Huge break there that the Ducks needed. As they win that faceoff, and Dostal will make that save out and across. So that no goal, only keeping the deficit to 3, as the Flyers look to be the better team right now. As they look to dump that in, Dostal will glove that and save that puck. And that will be a stoppage in play. 3-0 still the score. 15 and a half left to go in the second period. Ducks just getting a goal to go their way, getting a break. So a no goal because of the kick. And it looks like McTavish will get kicked out of the circle for Ryan Strome as they look to make a play. Strome wins that back down to Lacombe. Strome back over to Vetrano. Vetrano and McTavish. It's a 2-on-2. Down over. That pass back to Toronto. Shot. Save. That shot will go down to the boards. They had a nice little 2-on-1. And Strome has it now at the point. Back over to Fowler. Fowler shooting. That goes way just a bit too high. And that will be in the netting for a stoppage of play. Nice little 2-on-1 there as McTavish feeds that through the stick. Vetrano got everything on it. Could have waited just a little bit longer to shoot that, but a good one-timer opportunity. A better save by Ersson, who gets the left pad on it to deflect it into the boards. Ducks definitely getting some more offense now as they keep working more possessions. Enrico in there to take that draw. Henrique will win it back to Silverberg. Over to Lyubushkin's shot. I think that hit a body in front as it looked like it took a little bounce and deflected. And the Flyers now have it now. Minchukov battling for possession. The Flyers will still keep it. That shot will get blocked. Flyers the shot again. Saved by Dostal. As Brink was looking for that second opportunity. That hits Lyubushkin for the first shot block. Brink gets it again. Hits off Dostal in the chest. Falls right into the glove for an easy routine save for Dostal. The shots are 20-17 with 14 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the period as the puck is down again. Vakanainen gets that out of the zone, but the Ducks will keep it in their defensive zone. Gudas headmans that puck up the board. No icing call, though, as it was at about center ice. So the Flyers will make that a foot race down to their Ducks' end of the ice. Vakanainen gets that now over to Jones. Jones will dump that in. The Ducks are playing dump and chase again. It looks like they are the 2022 Ducks, as Carrick, though, will receive that puck, but Brink will intercept that pass as Brink goes back behind the net to get changes and to start a breakout. And Brink just shoots that one in, but intercepted by a Ducks player. Just got a little too far, though, as could not regain possession of it. That pass will go down into the Ducks zone now as Carrick has it over to Lyubushkin. Tries to get that, to Johnston. Johnston trying to get that pass over, but back up to Carrick. And Vakanainen looking for options now in his own zone. As he tries to pass that, hits off a Flyers player, and will just elect to dump that around the boards. Flyers keep that in the zone, though. Looking for options here. A stick is broken from a Flyers player. That makes it a 5-on-4 for the rest of the rush. He's going to grab a stick, and gains a new stick. So the Flyers are looking to make something happen as they dump that down along the boards. Gudas gets there, but will dump that back down, and Gudas will move that puck over. And that shot will be saved. The Ducks looking for options here as the Flyers are trying to make a stop here. So they make an offensive stop as Gudas has it, and they can now change lines. Liaison rushing down, and that will be an icing. .13:04 left to go in the period. 2017 still are the shots. Ducks playing a little bit better defensively, but you can see they are all gassed. All the Ducks on the ice have played over a minute on this shift. They just need to get fresh legs on the ice. 13:04 left in the period here. So that play will be resumed and ready to go. Konechny now dumps that back down to the point. So that shot from the point gets blocked, and Dostal would have been there to make the save had there not been a body in front. Now Frost looking for options there as that puck bounces up, and the Ducks will try to intercept that. Liaison can't get it. Flyers now just controlling the zone. That shot looks to be tipped in front, but will not be. And Vakanainen has it now as that puck will go out. No icing as Ersson plays it, and the Flyers have caught the Ducks on the change, looking for that shot. Save! That other shot! I think he didn't get all of it on it, and it's now to the boards, and now the Ducks have it. Looks like it could be a breakaway here, and it was Terry tries to pass that over to Killorn. That pass won't go, and now the Flyers have it the other way. Owen Tippett looking for options, but Terry will shut down that rush. Pass that back to Vakanainen, now back up to Terry. Fowler has it now, as he's looking for that shot. That shot in front. Fowler tries to go back around, and there's another shot, and that shot will be saved. Ducks getting a few opportunities here, close but no cigar. We'll be back after this commercial break. And the Ducks will get the offensive zone draw. A bunch of pressure, but nothing to go yet as Carlson leans in to take the draw. 11:56 left to go in the period. Lyubushkin passes that over to Minchikov. Minchikov passes that back over to Killorn. That shot goes wide as Carlson will rip that around the boards over to Terry. Terry now looking for options. So he kind of feathers that back in around the boards to Killorn. Back over to Minchikov, who's playing now deep in the zone. As Killorn and Terry are now battling it. Terry kicks that puck free over to Lyubushkin, who will dump that back down and around the boards to Minchikov. Minchikov leaves it for Killorn. Killorn takes it back around. That shot saved, and that was actually Troy Terry. And the Flyers now just trying to get it out. And it looks like it could be a hand pass. No hand pass called as they're on a rush, and that puck will go wide. As Lyubushkin now will try to get that out of the offensive zone, or the defensive zone. But no hand pass called as it looked like it could have been. But nothing called as Dostal makes that save. Couple good opportunities here from the Ducks. But nothing going on as Terry making that cut around, trying to get that pass down, and Ersson makes that kick save with his toe. Ducks get 5 new legs out on the ice. Terry is one of the players wearing an A tonight. Interesting to see who will get the captaincy in the future. Now Fowler has it back up, and Carl's not sure who that was actually. That just kind of tried to chip it out, but the Flyers will regain possession of that back in their zone. Fowler has it now as they dump it back down to Lacombe. Now Flyers pressuring, trying to get that back around. That wraparound shot saved by the toe of Dostal. And now the battle behind the net. That pass will go out of the offensive zone for the Flyers, and they will have to regroup. Ersson comes back and plays it out around, back behind the net. The Flyers look for another breakout opportunity as they get into their own offensive zone. And Fowler and Lacombe will regain possession of that. Lacombe looking for options, passes that back up to Fowler, back over to Henrique, now back over to Vetrano. 10 minutes left to go in the second period. We are halfway through the game. The Ducks are losing to the Flyers 3-0. Halfway through the game, as the Flyers now look for another breakout. That shot saved by Dostal and blockered away. Flyers still have possession as they keep passing it down back behind the net. Vakanainen pins one up. Flyers kick it free at the point. That shot will get blocked, and Jones will have it as he tries to clear it out. Hits off a player's stick. That pass will go back around. But errant pass goes, and Silverberg has it. Passes that over to Gudas. Gudas now on his own. That shot, that will go wide behind the net. Jones has it. A penalty coming up. And we have a cross-checking penalty. Not sure who it's going to be called on. It looks like the call is going to be on Radko Gudas, though. We will see when we come back. So the Ducks, looks like they are going on the penalty kill. I believe the penalty was on Gudis for, I know the play was a cross-checking play. Not sure. Yes, it is Gudis in the box. The Butcher is in the box as the Flyers go on the power play. 0 for 1 on the power play today. Sanheim has it. Now looking for a breakout to Atkinson. Passes that over to Konechny. Still in their own zone. Just crossing the blue line into the neutral zone. Konechny now banking it off the boards and rimming it around. Over to Forster. Forster passes that back, but intercepted by Strome. Couturier now will regain possession as that puck goes up and Liaison has it. Crossing into the offensive zone. That shot will be saved by Ersson. So the Ducks had a short-handed chance. The Ducks now making changes, hoping to not get a too many men on the ice call as they change. Lacombe has it now, back over to Fowler, who just slap shots the puck in, back around. And Henrique is there. Henrique looking for options, curls back around, and Henrique gets hooked, and that will be a 4-on-4 for the next minute. As Torts is not happy about that. Atkinson will go to the box for 2-4 hooking. And you can see it is a total apparent hook right in front. A good call by the referee. The Ducks making sure Liaison gets off before they call that too many men penalty. They got lucky there. Got caught on them in the game against Vegas. And that shot right off for Petrano will go wide and out of play. It's a 4-on-4 for 56 seconds. This is exciting hockey, folks. It's great to see here what the Ducks are building up. 56 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4 as they get changes. Ducks are now 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. We'll see what they can do for the minute they have on the power play. It's a huge opportunity for them that they need to get. They need to score. Strome taking that face-off as that goes to Lacombe. That shot will be saved by Ersson, and Vetrano will regain possession of it behind the net. Vetrano looking for options as Fowler keeps that in the zone. A lot of open ice here in 4-on-4 hockey as the Flyers will get it out of the zone back to Fowler. Fowler looking for his options over to Strome. Strome now passing that back to Fowler as Fowler leads the rush out. Fowler making a nice little sidestep move into the zone. Leaves that back for Strome. That shot will get blocked. And the Flyers now back on an odd man rush. It's a 2-on-1. So they regain possession, but Vetrano back checks. No tripping there as the Flyer loses an edge, and Fowler will have it now. Back over, tries to get that back up to Vetrano. That pass will go into the defensive zone. 9 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. Fowler has it now. The Ducks looking to get a breakout so that they can spend that full minute on the power play. And it is now a 1-minute power play for the Anaheim Ducks. Gudis out of the box now. So he goes to the bench for a change. Terry has it now as he's looking for options. Makes a move, shot, goes wide as Terry crashes hard into the boards. Gets up slowly, but looks like he's okay. That's good. Carlson has it now back to Minchikov. Back over to Terry. Terry tries to get that shot across, but that will go to McTavish. McTavish now trying to battle that back out along the boards. 36 seconds left to go on the power play. Carlson has it over to Killorn. Flyer just tries to dive block, just lays down. Nothing there. Over to Carlson. Carlson tries to get that shot and pass across. McTavish will recover it down behind the net. Carlson now back over at the circles. Back to Killorn behind the net. Carlson, that shot scores! Leo Carlson on the power play makes it a 2-goal game. Leo Calderson, if you will. And there is the 4th goal for the Anaheim rookie, making it a 3-1 game. And what a shot by Carlson. The Swedish-born player has a shot on him. Goes far side. I think it hits off of Sanheim. Take a look at that shot again. Just a beautiful shot. Hits off of Sanheim, I believe, barely. But will score that. Making it a 2-goal game. His 4th career NHL goal and his 9th career NHL game. This kid is special, a franchise generational talent the Ducks have drafted. And on the power play, that's when the Ducks needed it the most. So the Flyers look back to enter the zone now, looking for options. That pass gets cut across. They're going back around. Gudis will regain that possession, but the Flyers will regain possession back at the point. Flyers looking for options there as it hits off a Duck. The Ducks looking for options, so it looks like it could be a breakaway, but it looks like there will be another penalty called on the Flyers for cross-checking. So the Flyers take another costly penalty, they're going to go back to the box, and I believe the play is for cross-checking. It is a 2 minutes for cross-checking as Morgan Frost takes a seat in the sin bin for 2 minutes. I want to see where the play was. He goes to trying to find where the penalty was. Oh, it's behind the play. Could also go for an interference as well on that pass up. But Carlson with the power play goal, and the Ducks are right back on the power play. Minchikov back over to Calderson. Calderson passes that back down to Killorn. Back to Killorn. They're playing just a little catch there. Killorn and Carlson. Carlson now back over to Minchikov. Minchikov down to Terry. That pass right out in front will be stopped. And Minchikov keeps it in the zone for another minute and a half. Carlson has it now back over to Killorn. Back to Carlson. Carlson over to Minchikov. Minchikov looking for his options. Passes that back to Carlson. Carlson looking for the shot. Back over to Terry. Terry who will get that back to Minchikov. Who will get that over to Carlson. And that will be stopped by Ersson. Nice little give and go there. And Carlson with a massive one-timer as Ersson just gloves it in, and Carlson looking up at the sky, screaming some words. Some choice words. Now the second power play unit is on as Henrique wins that draw, gets that back to Fowler. Fowler rips one. That goes wide. Actually, it looks like there was a rebound, but that will be stopped. Minute 14 left to go on the power play here. 5:26 left in the period. Fowler just rips a slap shot from the point as Ersson saves it. Looks like there could be a potential rebound and is able to freeze it. Another offensive zone draw as the Ducks win that. Silverberg has it as the Flyers will actually clear that, and 1:08 is left on this power play. Fowler has it now as he gets that back to Strome. Strome just rips one and dumps it in as Henrique will actually regain possession of it along the boards. But now Konechny will have it as he passes that puck over to another Flyers, and that will be down and around. Dustal comes out of his net to play it and misses it, but it's okay because Fowler will regain possession of that as they start another breakout. 45 seconds left on the power play. Strome has that back over to Fowler at the point. Tries to get that pass down. Back to Henrique. Now back over to Vetrano. Vetrano looking for room here as he passes that back down behind the net to Strome. Strome back to Vetrano. Back to Fowler who fakes a one-timer. Decides to stick handle a little bit at the point. Riding the line. Back to Silverberg. Silverberg back over to Strome. Strome back to Fowler. Fowler back to Vetrano. You have to think they're going to have to shoot soon here with 10 seconds left. That pass, that shot, I think actually hits off a body. No, it doesn't. My bad. And we will see the end of the power play as the Ducks will go 1 for 3 on the power play thus far. 4:08 left to go in the period as the Ducks will get fresh legs on the ice. A failed power play opportunity is a little costly, but they still have 24 minutes left of game time to play to score 2 goals. The Flyers can do it in a period, the Ducks can too. 4:08 left to go in the second as looks like there will be a offensive zone draw for the Quack attack here. That shot from Carlson on that goal, I think that just is a beautiful shot. We're going to take a quick little break here. When we get back, last 4 minutes of the second period, will be up underway. Offensive zone draw for the Ducks here as they lose that draw, and the shot will get actually cleared by the Flyers, who are now in the neutral zone as they dump that in along the boards and retain possession of it behind the net, as there's now a little battle behind the net for the puck. The Flyers have it now. Now the Ducks do, over to Carlson. Carlson now bringing that back down to Terry. And Killorn will now have that along the boards back over to Terry. Now as he goes behind the net. So he gets pressured by three Flyers player, and there's a delayed penalty on the call for the Flyers. Ducks have the extra man out. The sixth attacker, as in Mason McTavish, as Minchukov gets that down to Terry. And they try to battle that. That puck will go wide, and the Flyers will regain possession of it. And someone is going to the sin bin for interference, I believe is what it is. Cam York looks to be the victim here of this call. Not sure what it was. I believe it was either a slash, looks like he is going for 2 for slashing on Terry right in front of the official. If you're gonna do a penalty, either hide it or don't do it right in front of the official, because that is the best way it's going to get called on you. So now the Ducks have another 2-minute man advantage there. 1 for 3 on the evening on the man advantages. And Henrique looking to take that face off as the puck is dropped. The official doesn't like it, and we get a reset play here. Everyone is set. And the puck has been dropped. Henrique has it now. And Strobe now has it. The second power play unit is out. So that puck goes back down around the boards of the offensive zone for the Ducks. And the Flyers will clear it out. Fowler has it now. Quarterbacking the second power play unit. Strome rims one around with a hard slap shot as Vetrano tries to get to it. But will fail to get to it. And that puck gets cleared out. Fowler now has it. 30 seconds have passed on the man advantage here, and Strome has it now as he enters the zone, but will get stopped by a Flyer, and that will get shot back down. Minute 26 left to go now in the man advantage. Fowler leaves it for Carlson. Carlson tries to get that pass over to Terry, but will get it to McTavish. McTavish tries to pass that down around, gets stopped by a Flyer, will go back into its own zone. That puck gets back around, and Dostal coming out of his net to play it with a Flyer right in front of him. A little ballsy move, but they get it, and they catch him on a change. It's a 4-on-2, and it looks like another tripping could be called, but no penalty called there. Looks like Carlson was tripped up on the play, but no penalty called. Flyers have it now back around the zone. The Ducks have not done much of the power play here, as Carlson has it back over to Minchikov. Minchikov looking for options now as he passes it to Killorn. Minchikov looking for options, trying to shoot that, and Ersson tries to get a glove on it, but just bounces off of his glove, and no save there. Well, makes the save, but no whistle. Carlson has it now back in their own zone. 20 seconds left. The Flyers have not registered a shot on goal in the last 8 minutes as Terry makes a move, makes space, tries to get that breakaway, was one man short as Killorn tries to get that centering pass over to McTavish. McTavish back up to Vakanainen, over to Terry, tries to get that pass over with 3 seconds on the man advantage. Vakanainen down to Carlson, that pass out in front will go wide. And the Ducks will not take advantage of the man advantage as Gudas will retain possession in the offensive zone as Killorn has it now behind the net. Back over to Carrick. Carrick gets that to Vakanainen as that pass gets shot and hits a Flyer in the hand and will be batted down. And the Flyers now looking to counterattack here in transition, getting fresh legs on the ice from the penalty killers. Dostal looking out to play it as Gudas comes. 43 seconds left to go in the period. So the Flyers will have to regroup, and like 3 Ducks players and 2 Flyers players misses as they all just go cross crease from each other. As the Ducks now have it, they need to get a goal here and a quick one. So they try to get that out, and Flyers player, and looks like the ice is a little slippery as people keep tripping on it. And Liaison has it now, looking for his options, and the Flyers will try to clear that. It hits off a stick. 15 seconds left now in the period as they go to feather it down. And they just try to chop it down. No more pressure for the Ducks. They have 3 seconds, though. If they can get a quick rush, they could. But an offsides would have been called as time expires in the second period. A little more positives from that period we can see. But the Ducks go to the locker room down by 2. They need to make something happen here. They have 5 3-goal comebacks, or 5 third-period comebacks in this game. It's not impossible. They can do it. The comeback quack attack, as you may know them by, they can totally do it. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, third period intermission and more cards. All right, the third period intermission break is brought to you by W Energy, the sponsor that I have, W.GG. I have partnered with them They are here to bring you the best energy genderless formula for all to see. That rhymes a little bit, which is kind of cool. Anyways, they are here to bring you genderless energy formula. They have amazing, great flavors. Go ahead and use the code BTN10 on your order to get 10% off of your order and support the channel. So thank you, W, for sponsoring and partnering with me. I look forward to trying out some of your new stuff, and can't wait for it to get here. So I'm just waiting on that to get here, which is awesome. So thank you. Let's take a look back at the second period. Bunch of positives, bunch of negatives. Definitely the Ducks could do a bunch more on the offensive side, but Leo Carlsson getting that one goal for the Ducks is huge. It's phenomenal. It changes the pace of the game. The Ducks now going into the third period. They have about four or five, I want to say it's 5 comeback third period wins, one of them being against the Vegas Golden Knights. I was in that building during that game. It was a phenomenal game. They played very well in the third period, so they are capable of coming back and winning in the third period. The second period Ducks towards the end is the Ducks that we remember seeing in that 6-game winning streak, and that's what they need to keep doing. They need to keep winning those puck battles and getting that offensive pressure, and they need to start capitalizing more on those power plays. The special teams, they are 25% on the power play right now. They are 1 for 4, 50% in the face-off dot. The Ducks had 15 shots on goal that period, with the Flyers only having 7 shots on goal. Flyers have not registered a shot since 9. I want to say it was 9:30, 9:56. They have not registered a shot since about halfway through the second period. So 10 minutes without a shot on goal definitely wears down on you defensively. The Ducks got to keep up that pressure. When they start forechecking, they start playing better, and they've got to stop trying to obviously headman the puck up into the zone, because that will then turn out bad. But either way, the Ducks have been playing a lot better during this second period. 3-1 still is the score. 30 shots on goal for the Ducks, 24 for the Flyers. Like I have said, the Flyers have not registered a shot on goal since the 10-minute mark of the second period, and the Ducks have scored too. So I didn't have this on during the first period, but I turned this on during the second period, and they scored. So this is the good luck charm. So we're going to keep this on. I want to kind of keep this down here in the corner. Hopefully you guys can see it down here a little more in the corner. Hopefully it's not too much of a distraction. But Merry Christmas, Dad. Thank you for getting this to me 1 year. So thank you. Shout out to my dad for that. I love my dad. I love my mom. So love my parents. Make sure to hug your parents. Tell them you love them. Your parents are a big part of your life. So yeah, when we come back, we're going to rip some more packs. And third period hockey will be coming underway. We'll talk about keys for what the Ducks need to do to come back in the third period. What needs to happen after this. We're back. I am joined by my companion. This is the best way to say it. Acquaintance. Person that lives down the hall from me. Giselle. So we're gonna rip some more packs. Also, didn't forget to mention we are selling some of these too on our eBay. Tawny Sports Cards, and go ahead check them out. She's helping me with them because she likes to organize. And I asked, "Hey, can you help me?" And she's like, "Sure." So we're selling them, ripping packs. I would like to rip this pack too, but I do want to save this one for the video, so I think we'll save it for the actual video. So if you want to see what's in this pack, go ahead, go check it out. We're also selling some cards like these ones too, so go ahead and we don't have it linked, but next few videos we'll have it linked down in the description. So are we ready to get to it?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let's go. We have the next 14 cards. We have a pack of 28, so we're ready for the next 14 cards. So
Again, sorry if I butcher names. Alexander Barkov.
that's the Panthers.
No.
So it was a red team.
Yeah.
His name's actually Sasha. Did you know that? Alexander's his middle name. He goes by Alexander. So really interesting.
I'm sorry. Gabriel
Landeskog. Colorado Avalanche. Sad thing is he's missed a bunch because of his knees. Like me. I have bad knee injuries. Sergey?
Sergey?
Bobrovsky? Bobrovsky! You're back on the case, Bobrovsky! It's a long NHL meme. That's going to be the Panthers.
No.
It's the Panthers. No, he literally just led them to a Stanley Cup final appearance.
Tristan Jarry.
Jarry, that's the Penguins. He actually got cut in his face, like he was by his eye in the game against the Ducks. He started like bleeding down. He looked badass, but Semyon Varlamov, that is the Islanders. Screw you, Noah. The Ducks are gonna win the cup before the Islanders.
Victor Olofsson.
Olofsson, that is. Oh, I'm just seeing the replay of the goal. So it was Sanheim that goes to lay down in front of the net to prevent that cross crease one timer. And as he's getting up, Carlson shoots it and hits it off his leg and goes in. So, yay! Olofsson, Victor Olofsson. That is. Can I get the colors?
Blue, white, and yellow.
Oh, I was way off. Blue, white, and yellow. Sabres.
Yes. I think you're gonna like this one.
Ooh, shiny. That's a cool card.
Like
Silver scripts. A what?
A cedar?
Mine.
Kasperi Kapanen?
Kapanen. It's the Leafs now, I'm pretty sure. No, it's the Penguins. That's right, because he got traded from the Leafs to the Penguins. I always get that mixed up. I always thought he was on the Penguins and got traded to the Leafs.
Andre?
Vasilevsky?
Yes.
That's the Lightning. He won the Conn Smythe in 1 year. I don't remember what year, but I know he won the Conn Smythe.
Ryan O'Reilly.
That's the Predators.
No.
It's the Maple Leafs then.
No.
Then it's the St. Louis Blues.
Yes.
No, he's played on so many teams. He's played on the so he got traded from the Blues to the Maple Leafs last year at the trade deadline. Played like the rest of the season and the playoffs with them, and then got picked up by Nashville in free agency this year. So that's why I went backwards like that.
I'm scared of J names because it can go either way, and I'm so afraid of butchering them.
Spell it.
Jacob.
Jakob.
Yeah.
Silf.
No.
Damn, I was really hoping it was Jakob Silverberg.
No.
That'd been awesome.
CH.
Oh, Chikrin.
Yeah.
Jacob Trick. That's Jacob Chikrin.
Oh, so it is Jacob.
It's Jacob
okay.
Chikrin. Yeah, it's weird. J names are weird.
They scare me.
I want to say it's the Coyotes. I think he's playing for the. Oh, I like that jersey. It's a cool jersey.
Oh, I'm scared.
Nazem Kadri or Nazem
Yes.
Kadri. That's the Flames. Won the
Sean
cup.
Dursey.
Sean Jersey. Sean jersey.
A name I can actually say.
It's actually Sean Dersey. No, I'm kidding. It's Sean Dersey.
You're done.
Is it the Kings?
No.
No, then it's the oh, it is the Kings. Okay. No, because he's with another team right now. I don't remember what team he is off the top of my head, but I know he's with another team.
Leon.
Draisaitl.
Yeah.
Oilers.
Yes.
They're in a slump right now. They need to get out of that slump. I had him winning the cup this year, so.
Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Oh, okay. I can go a few ways. It could either be the Kings, which it's not. I don't think it is, at least, because all the teams that players are on now aren't on, like the Ryan O'Reilly card should be on the Predators when it's really on the stop spinning.
No.
When he's on the Blues. So I'm gonna say it's Columbus. No, wait, yeah, the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Jets, Winnipeg Jets. Because he was on Columbus and then got traded to the Jets after requesting a trade. And then, yeah, okay, sorry. Is that it? Okay, yay, okay. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, depending how much time is left in intermission, we'll either get a keys to the third period or some third period hockey. So we'll be right back after this commercial break, which is really just me saying commercial break so I can go get some water and protect my throat. So see you guys in a bit. All right, welcome back to Ducks Hockey on Behind the Nets YouTube channel. Let's go Ducks. There's only about a minute left in intermission, but I guess I can talk about this right now before your Anaheim Ducks retake the ice to start back up their monstrous third period. I already know Coach Cronin is in there getting them fired up for this third period. And it's going to be an exciting third period of hockey to play. Ducks are down by 2. They need a massive comeback. They need this win over the Flyers. They beat them 7-4 last time they played. So they need to do something here to get this win going. They need to get this win. Ducks lamp is going back in the background. Sorry about that, guys. I know everyone was so ooey and ahhty about it, but sorry about that. So, third period of play, just about to get underway. Call me Eminem, like the way I rhyme. That made no sense at all. Third period of play is about to get underway. Carlson with the 1 goal, the power play goal from Killorn and McTavish at 13-15. Little help from Travis's Sanheim leg as well. Give him the assist on that as well. Ducks need to start capitalizing more on their power play. They need to keep. They're getting a bunch of power plays right now, and they need to keep, making sure they're able to capitalize on those power plays. They have not been good at capitalizing on them, but they've capitalized once with the Leo Carlson goal to make it 3-1. So they're at least not getting shut out. 2 games in a row, but they were shut out for about 60-plus minutes, which is not fun to watch. 80-plus minutes. They did not score a goal in 80 minutes, which is not good. Usually, as a team, to win a hockey game, you need to score goals. Anyways, keys to the third period. They need to be more aggressive on the forecheck, and they need to start pressuring more. They need to take away the they need to take away those passes. They need to have more defense back. It looks like the Flyers are just able to get around them super easy, but yet they are also kind of pushing them to the outside too, which is nice. Another thing that needs to happen, they got to stop dumping it up through the middle, because the Flyers are reading that play very easily and able to catch it, and they catch that play very well, and they know how to counter it. So the Ducks have to stop dumping it up down the middle. Yes, they can still dump and chase, which is fine, but they got to stop dumping it up the middle. They need to keep it on the edge. They need to get around those Flyer defensemen to get it in the middle. More passing lanes, more passing opportunities, more shots, more goals. The Ducks need to score 2 more as McTavish steps into the face-off circle for third period of play as we get set here from the Honda Center. 3-1 still is the score, as the Flyers are looking to take another shot, and they finally get their first shot on goal in 10 minutes. There, the Flyers with possession as they keep it up at the point, keeping it in the zone. They rim it back around the boards. And the Ducks, Strome will actually retake that as the pass goes between a Flyers leg and back over to Vedrano. McTavish now at the red ice line over to Gudis. Gudis dumps that in over to McTavish. McTavish takes that shot. That will actually hit off a Flyers leg and get dumped into the end of the boards. So they regain possession, and that will go out of play. So the Ducks have some good pressure here. They need to win this offensive. They need to win the neutral zone faceoff, and they need to keep attacking here in order to make this comeback happen. 19 minutes, 19 seconds left. I am a little off. It's actually an offensive zone draw for the Ducks, as Carlson will get tossed from the circle and Killorn coming in to retake him. McTavish on the iPad, looking for mistakes there. Looking to learn and grow from Coach Cronin. Fowler has it back in the defensive zone. He passes that up along the middle to Terry. Terry now just kind of feathers it in and dumps it into the end of the ice as Carlson chases it, pressured by 2 Flyers. The Flyers will get there, but the Ducks will regain possession. Killorn had it right out in front, but bounces off his stick as the Flyers regain possession. They're up on a rush. It's a 4-on-4, and Stahl actually sticks that away along to the center of the ice, but Konechny will still regain possession. Back behind the net now. Pass goes back around as they come around. Shot saved by Dostal. It actually hits the ref in the chest. But the Ducks will regain possession out in the slot as Carlson tries to make a pass, regains possession of it. That goes out of play. Carlson loses an edge. It's a 3-on-2. Over to Konechny. A shot. Saved by Dostal. What a glove save. Looks like it hits off his glove, and Killorn has it. Now it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Tries to get that back over to Carlson. That will go off a leg, and that will go out of play. Is that going to be a delay of game penalty? And it is a delay of game penalty. I think the Ducks are going to get another power play here, as it looks like Konechny just makes a nice little play, passes that over, and Dostal, it goes wide, it goes high. And Zamula tries to dump that out, but that puck goes out of play. No deflection. Delay of game penalty for Igor Zamula, as the Ducks will get another penalty for delay of game. They get another power play, my bad. As power play unit 2 is out, Silverberg tries to play that down, and that puck will get out and around. Dostal has it. Ducks need to capitalize here early in the period, and on this power play is a great opportunity to do it. Fowler skates up to center ice and passes it back down to Strome, who's going to start the breakout. As they enter the zone to Henrique, to Petrano. Henrique now has it back down, passes that back down along the boards to Silverberg. Silverberg looking around for options, passes that down to Strome. Strome back up to Henrique, who misses that. And Silverberg will regain it along the boards, back over to Strome. Strome up to the point for Fowler, back over to Vetrano. Vetrano looking for options here. Passes that back down to Silverberg. Silverberg back up to Vetrano. Vetrano over to Fowler. Now Fowler looking for options over to Strome. back to Fowler. That shot, and that will get blocked in front, but Strome will regain possession of that. And the Flyers will actually retake possession of that back down behind the net as there's a little puck battle now. Players digging it out from the skate. 57 seconds left to go, and the Flyers will dump that out, the rolling puck, and Dostal will come out of his net to play it and leave it there for Mintyukov to grab it as power play unit 1 comes on with 45 seconds left to go in the power play. Mintyukov leaves it back around for Terry as he was getting pressured. Terry now coming along, crossing the center ice line as he passes that over to McTavish. McTavish back over to Mintyukov, back down to McTavish. That puck gets away from him, and two Ducks are now stuck down in the corner as the Flyers try to regain possession. Carlson out front, saved by Ersson. A huge save out front as that puck just pops loose, and Carlson looks for his second of the game. That's a very grade A opportunity chance as Terry gets that down and just loses the puck. Carlson has it, tries to backhand it, and Ersson makes a amazing glove grab by it. If Carlson would have just held onto it just a slight bit longer, I think they would have had a goal there. McTavish gets set for the draw. 26 seconds left to go in the power plays. The Flyers clear that out. Mintyukov back quick to grab it as the Ducks have one last rush chance. Carlson has it now back over to McTavish. McTavish looking for options here as he goes to pass that up to Mintyukov. Mintyukov over to Terry, shot. That gets blocked. Actually, a great save there as Terry gets that over to Mintyukov. Gets that over to McTavish. McTavish looking for options. Dive blocks. That gets tipped in front. And that puck will be bouncing as the Flyers are now back on full strength. And that puck will go out of play after hitting off a Flyers player. And it will be 3-1 still. 16 left to go. A good chance there by McTavish. That actually gets tipped by a Flyers player into Ersson, into Ersson himself. So the players are gassed, getting onto the bench. They're getting fresh legs. A score update for the Vegas Golden Knights and Sharks game. It is 4-0 right now. Vegas Golden Knights are beating the Sharks. As we are underway back at Honda Center. 16-13 left to go. 16-10 now. As the Flyers are looking for right now in the slot. Dostal punches that away. That will be a save. And I think that hits the netting. Unless someone's going to the sin bin. But I do believe that does hit the netting out in front. Now there, I think a Duck player is going to the box for high sticking. Dostal just barely got a piece of Farabee's face as he was trying to punch that puck out of play. No penalty there as Farabee was in Dostal. Oh, Dostal had got a penalty for roughing. So Ross Johnston is now going to be serving the penalty for Lucas Dostal, who went to punch the puck out of play, which I don't understand the penalty. The camera's on Greg Cronin. He looks confused. So the Ducks are now on a two-man advantage, a horrible time. They are 0 for 2 now on the power play. But a very funny coincidence to happen there. So we get reset for scores table. That's what they are waiting on right now. I'm going to wait a couple seconds for the clock on there to match up to mine. Now we get a thumbs up, play to resume from the NHL scorers. As Carrick leans in to take the draw. And the Ducks will win that faceoff. That shot now goes down wide. And Carrick will clear that puck out of harm's way. Minute 45 left to go on the power play. Still can't get over the fact that Lucas Dostal took a roughing penalty. I believe that's one of the first penalties of his career. And they were checking for blood to see if it would have been a double minor. So the Flyers dump that puck around over to Brink. Brink now along the edge of the boards. looking for that goal, and Walker now has it over to Farabee at the circles. Shot saved by Dostal. Messy rebound as that play gets blown dead. Dostal covers up the puck. Minute 20 left to go in the power play. A good shot there by Farabee, tipped by Lacombe, and Dostal able to cover it up under the blocker, able to get the big save that he needed. The Flyers and Ducks both get fresh legs on the ice here, as Henrique, Vetrano, Fowler, and Labushkin are the new penalty killers for the Ducks. We get set to drop the puck there. And that face-off win by the Flyers will go out of the zone all the way into the defensive zone, killing some more time for these Ducks penalty killers. And Anaheim will dump that back down into Konechny. Konechny has it now, crossing the center ice line, and he takes that into Forster. Forster now looking back, tries to pass that up to Konechny, pass that back to Sanheim, back over to Couturier, down over at the circles. Now Sanheim at the point, over to Atkinson. Sanheim at the point now, down back to Atkinson at the circle. Sanheim back at the point, over that shot, saved by Dostal. That goes wide, an 83.8 mile per hour shot by Sean Couturier, as that puck will go to 200 feet of the ice, and Sanheim has to regroup the Flyers for another breakout. 35 seconds left to go. Konechny has it as he just feathers it in along to the boards. Ducks are now battling, and they try to clear it, but Atkinson will stop the clear, and that puck gets free, as Carrick almost had a breakaway, but the Flyers are able to regain possession of it, as Forster has it now, tries to break loose, loses an edge, puck behind the net now over to Couturier. Couturier now looking for options, as regains possession over to Konechny, who loses it. Back over to Liaison. It's a 2-on-1 shorthanded opportunity. Liaison and Carrick. That pass is going to get stopped by Walker's skate. A beautiful defensive play as time runs out on the penalty. And that shot saved by Dostal as the Flyers were coming down, counterattacking on the ice. A kick saved by Dostal. That puck will get saved as Johnston has it, looking for his options there, trying to figure it out. Ducks finally have it now. They pass that puck down along the boards. Flyers now have it down in the own zone. And Gudis will try to dump that in as the Ducks regain possession over to Killorn. Killorn tries to dump that in for Carlson, but that doesn't work. Now the Flyers have it now on the counterattack as Terry makes a nice defensive play, tries to get that back. And it's Killorn on almost all by himself, getting pressured by two Flyers, which will stop there. But a nice little defensive play by Vakanainen, and now it's Killorn and Vakanainen. Vakanainen playing low as Killorn passes that back up to Gudis, who takes a trifling one-timer. And that puck will get stopped in play. Vakanainen now back to Gudis now, who takes that shot down, and Killorn will try to regain possession of it. No penalty as both men were tripped up there. And as the Ducks go to get changes, so the Flyers are counterattacking now on the ice, and they dump it in. 12:45 left to go in the power play, or in the game, as Gudis has it. The Ducks need to, as Gudis headmans that up the ice into another Flyers player. But it's now the Flyers now the counterattack, trying to do a nifty little pass behind the back. They will lose possession of it. They still have it there as Dostal kicks a routine save away over to Sanheim. Sanheim trying to go into net. Shoot, scores! As Sanheim gets another goal of the game. And that's going to make it 4-1 Flyers. Sanheim just kind of walks and waltzes right through the Ducks defense and goes around Dostal. Thought he went 5-hole, trips over, makes a nice little move. Dostal misses the poke check. That's kind of an EA SHL NHL 24 type of goal you would see, but the only thing that they might call it for is goaltender's interference. He did run into the goalie just a little bit, but Sanheim got the goal, second goal of the season, and they are going to call that a good goal. Ducks down 4-1 now. That's not ideal where you want to be. Here we go now. So Ducks get it back in the zone. They need a quick response here to swing the momentum their ways. They're in the zone. Labushkin has it now back over to Jones. Jones circling back around, tries to cut through, but that will be poke checked away. And the Ducks will now have it back into the neutral zone as they try to get quick attacks on here as Ersson tries to come out of his net to play it. Jones tries to stop it over to Silverberg. Silverberg looking for options, trying to pass that out in front, but that puck is intercepted. So the Flyers now re-counterattack, and they go to get changes. They just chip it in, and it looks like it will be icing as the Ducks play that methodically to make sure they do get the icing call. Close game here that we see. And hopefully the Ducks can come back. 11:35 left to go in the game. The Flyers have iced it, so they will get fresh legs on. Or the Flyers won't get fresh legs, but the Ducks will. So it looks like Carrick and Frost will go to take that shift. They will go to take the face-off in the center. As Carrick goes to win that face-off back over to Lacombe. Lacombe trying to figure out what to do with it as he just elects to skate it down, but gets pressured. He gets bumped a little bit as the Flyers now, as Frost has a breakaway. That shot will go wide of Joe Stahl. High and wide as it hits the netting. And we will get a stoppage of play and a little TV timeout here. 4-1 is the score. Ducks need to do something to get a comeback going. Ducks down 4-1 at about halfway through the third period. That goal coming at 7:38 into the third period. A power play goal by Travis Sanheim, assisted by Joel Farabee. I believe that was a power play goal, actually. Now let me go check and make sure it was. I do believe it was. So yes, it was on the power play after the roughing penalty that Lucas Dostal took. We'll get another stoppage of play here. 11:14 left to go in the period. I had to put a hoodie on. I was a little chilly in my dorm room. It's okay. It's better to stay cold. So that actually, it looks like it is a offside call. Maybe the hoodie is good luck. Who knows? Gonna get anything going here for these young Ducks. 11 minutes, 8 seconds. They dump that down. Ersson looks like he has to come out and play it. Makes a little misplay, but able to recover there. Couturier now battling along with Silverberg and Jones. As Jones looks to regain possession, hits off Henrique's skate. The Flyers will regain possession of that as they look to start a counterattack, and they flip it up over. No offside called. Actually, an offside is called there as the skates went in before the puck. We'll get a stoppage of play. Cronin looks confused on the Ducks bench. 32-32 still are the shots as we get a face-off in the neutral zone. As play resumes, the Ducks will dump it in there. So the Flyers look to regain possession. And a huge hit by Carrick over at the end of the boards. Radko Gudas now regaining possession over to Carrick. Carrick makes a nice little spin move. Has 2 Flyers pressuring on him. Dumps that down over to Johnston. Johnston trying to break free. Almost gets tripped up there by Lawton. But will miss that there. And the Flyers will clear it out of the zone. Gudas now back checking hard. And he will regain possession. Actually hits the ref and loses possession of that puck. There goes that shot. And that will be saved by Dostal. But it looks like we're going to have a penalty here maybe. Not sure who it's on or what it is. But the referee saw something he didn't like. As we await the call. Was it Killorn, Carlson, and Terry? It's just an offside call. Thought it was gonna be a power play here is what it looked like, but nothing much came of it. There, as the Flyers now have it, now crossing the center ice line as they dump it in, and Killorn will have that. So they poke it back out around to Terry, who now has it for Carlson. Carlson still trying to get that puck out of the zone as Terry will end up trying to get it out, but the Flyers will keep possession of it as Frost has it, looking for options now at the corner. Passes that puck back around. A little battle going on as Lyubushkin is bumping and pushing, trying to push a Flyers player off the puck, but Carlson actually succeeds in making the Flyers player lose possession as Terry has it, and now it's a huge pass up for Carlson. It is a 2-on-1 opportunity. Killorn to Carlson, shoots, scores! His second of the night. Leo Carlson makes it a 2-goal game again. A 2-on-1 opportunity. Leo Carlson makes it a 2-goal game. A nice little pass all the way up from Minchukov over to Carlson. Carlson over to Killorn and just snipes one to the top cheese, top cheddar, and a beautiful saucer pass by Alex Killorn there. Second of the evening for Mr. Leo Carlson. Assisted by Killorn and Terry. What a goal there. And that brings the Ducks within 2. Definitely switches the momentum as Vetrano tries to poke check that puck over to McTavish. The Ducks will still regain possession, trying to get another breakout going back down to Strome as Strome dumps it in around. And Vetrano's going to get there. Strome will have it back down to McTavish. McTavish tries to poke check that puck back around. Over to Lacombe. Lacombe back out to Vetrano. That pass, Vetrano does not get all of that shot. So the Flyers will regain possession of it. But a nice little defensive play there. Chips it down into the offensive zone. That goal comes at 10:34 into the third period and is a huge goal. What the Ducks needed. Huge goal. A shorthanded goal, I believe, is what it was. Not quite sure, though. As Henrique passes that back around to Silverberg, who's behind the net. Silverberg goes and dumps that back behind. No one was there. Now Gudas has to make a play. Passes that back around, trying to rim that back around, and that pass will be intercepted. As the Flyers now have it, looking for another breakout, trying to keep that puck in play. And now it's off to the foot races as Vakanainen is going to get to the puck on the icing first. And it looks like we have another change of play here. Both goals that have been scored this period have actually been full strength. I do not believe either of them were on the power play or the shorthanded goal. As play has been resumed. That puck is now back around. Killorn has it now. As Carlson actually intercepts a pass from the Flyers. Step back down to Lyubushkin, who's waiting for his teammates. As Carlson tries to dump that in too after that pass from Lyubushkin. The Flyers will have it. 7:30 left to go in the game. So the Ducks are trying to look for a counterattack as Lyubushkin pokes that puck out over to Carlson. Carlson gets that into the zone, but nothing to come of it as the Flyers get it right back out. And Dostal comes out of his net to play it over to Minchikov, who chips it back along the boards to himself. Makes a nice little move. Back behind. The Ducks look to break out again. Open ice here, as you see. The Toronto tries to pass that, but that pass will get blocked. As there's a nice little move by a Flyer. Shot. Scores! And the Flyers have retaken a 3-goal lead after a stupid move by Frank Vatrano. And did not really work out the best. And it will be a 5-3 game. Vatrano tries to make an offensive play. And I think it's Lawton that just gets around him. And it's actually a beautiful move, but Owen Tippett, sorry. Owen Tippett gets around and scores. And that makes this game a 5-2 game. Which is not ideal for the Ducks. If they want to come back and win, they have to start pressuring more, and they have to start, being more offensive here. The Ducks go back into their own zone. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. The Flyers now still have it in the offensive zone as they look for some offensive pressure. They dump that back in. No offsides called. The Ducks now actually, Fowler makes a nice defensive play, poking that out and back around. Fowler awaiting changes now for the Ducks, but they need to get some fresh legs on. They need to get going. So they headman that one up the ice. That puck gets stopped, and that will be an offside call. So we get set to go to this commercial break. 6 minutes left to go in the game. Ducks got to get something going here. They need to score 3 goals in 6 minutes. The comeback Quacks can do it, but they need to get around the Flyers. Harrison first. We'll be back for the rest of the third period after this break. It has been a back and forth battle from the Ducks and the Flyers. Carlson scoring the only 2 Anaheim Duck goals. Definitely been a difference maker here in tonight's game. But Dostal, the Flyers have been able to figure out Dostal. They've been able to figure him out pretty quickly and pretty early. So the early lead gives the Flyers a 3-goal lead, as it looks like Konechny just will dump that in. Gudas will recover that puck. That puck gets shot from the point by a Flyers player, and Rico will resave it. Silverberg loses his stick, looks like, to try to get that rush, but that pass will be recovered by the Flyers. Now in the neutral zone, Gudas and Forster looking to battle with it. Silverberg and another Flyers player come to get it, and that puck will be in the offensive zone for the Ducks. As the Flyers look to make another counterattack and to add to their lead, So they dump it in. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Vakanainen gets it and tries to clear it out. Nothing will happen as Terry now gets that back over to Carlson, over to Gudis. Now back down to Vakanainen in their own zone as they push up for it. Carlson trying to make some stuff happen here. So that won't go through. Now the Ducks still trying to keep that puck in their offensive zone as Killorn pushes it down to Terry. Terry now is kind of looking for options back along the boards as he dumps that back around, and Carlson will get to it there. As Carlson pushes that back up to Fowler, Fowler's going to try and shoot that in, but that puck will hit off a body. And Lacombe now actually behind the net with another Flyers player trying to battle for it. As that puck gets shot around. Now Lacombe has it back. Now that gets back down to Killorn. And the Ducks are still kind of having pressure right out in front. Carlson shot, looking for his third of the night. As Lacombe has it. Carlson almost had his hat trick right there. Right out in front, right on the doorstep as Killorn has it at the point. Back over to Terry. Now Terry goes back to the point. They look to set something up here quickly. And Terry loses that puck, but will regain possession. 2 Flyers down and out of the play as he tries to get that pass over to Carlson. And nothing will go of it as Killorn pokes that up over to Lacombe. Lacombe dumps that back down over to Terry. Back to Carlson. Back around. But that puck will get intercepted. As there goes that one-timer chance, that backdoor pass. That pass will go wide. As Terry now has, you can see these Ducks are tired. They need to get fresh legs. McTavish is now on after the change. Ducks will get changes. He gets over to Lacombe. Lacombe skates in to the offensive zone. That puck will go behind the net as the Flyers look to rim it out. But there will be a stoppage in play. Looks like we have a penalty here. Someone is going to the box. It's Scott Lawton. Not sure for what, though. We'll be back after this break. Ducks are going to the power play right now, and it's a much-needed power play. Terry almost had a little tip in there off the back door twice, had 2 chances, just can't capitalize. Scott Lawton going to the box for a hooking or slashing call. Not quite sure what the call is, but we will get it here soon. Or I can look it up too. I have a phone. Ducks with the empty net now. They have a 6-on-4 Anaheim Ducks power play here, so it's essentially a 5-on-3 here. They need to score. Carlson looking for his third of the night. Has the puck. Tries to get that tip down in front. Out in front as Ersson will make that play and cover it up. Ducks still have 3 minutes and 11 seconds with the empty net. Carlson tries to shoot that. It actually hits off a player. Strome hits off his skate, and McTavish shoots it in between Strome's legs and covered up by Ersson. As Strome goes to win the faceoff and gets tossed for McTavish now. So McTavish wins that back over to Minchukov. Back over to Carlson. Carlson trying to find options. And that puck's going to get shot down, and it's going to miss the center of the net. Keeping it a 5-2 game as Minchikov has it. Carlson over to Terry. Terry loses it off of his skate, but regains possession of it as he breaks in. Over to Killorn. Killorn takes that shot. That will be gobbled up by Ersson. Making the shots 35 apiece. 2:48 left to go in the game. 5-2 still is the score. Minute 26 left to go on the power play. My time is a little bit off of your guys's, or of the actual game time. As the Flyers will win that draw, but the Ducks will still maintain possession of it. Over to Minchikov. Over to Carlson. Carlson back down to Killorn. Killorn to Carlson. Carlson back to Minchikov. Over to Terry. To McTavish. Tries to get that one-timer. That pass won't go through. As it's right there out in front for Killorn, who tries to pass it over to Strome, but that puck gets up in the air, and now it's over by the boards. McTavish has it now. Back to Minchikov. Minchikov over to Terry. Terry back to Minchikov at the point. Looking to stick handle. Carlson now has it at the top of the circles. Back to Minchikov. Minchikov takes a shot. That hits off a body and goes wide. Terry has it now over to Strome. Strome back down to Minchikov. Minchikov tries to take that shot. That goes wide, and Carlson will regain possession of it. Back down to Killorn. Killorn looking for options. 38 seconds left to go on the power play. Back down to Terry. Terry looking for options there. Back to Strome. Strome looking for that cross-ice pass, but that elects to go down to Terry. That shot will be saved by Ersson. We'll go over to Carlson. Shoots. That will get tipped and go wide. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Over to Carlson. Back to Minchikov. Minchikov to Strome. Shot McTavish. That will go wide, and Carlson will still keep that puck as he chips that along the boards. Around to Strome. Strome to Terry. Terry tries to get that over to Carlson. Shoots. Scores! Leo Carlson! First NHL hat trick. Where is my hat? You throw the hats for Carlson. Scores on the power play. His first career NHL hat trick. Leo Carlson, take a bow. Wear one of those hats. You got a minute 28 to score 2 goals. And the Ducks can do it. The comeback Quacks. Carlson has been phenomenal tonight. A hat trick and a 3-5 game. Leo Carlson, the rookie, his first career NHL hat trick. I don't know if Bedard has a hat trick yet. I don't think Fantilli has a hat trick either. Let's take a look. That will go down to Terry. Terry passes that over to Carlson, and Carlson just right on the doorstep just banks it in. Just in between the glove and the pad. And Carlson's been able to figure out Ersson. And it's right in that small gap. Probably about that big. Just barely big enough to fit it. Just squeezes it by and scores it. And what a showing for Leo Carlson tonight. The big smile on his face for his first career NHL hat trick. And that means he's the 19th NHL player, 18 years younger, with a hat trick. And that means the Anaheim team store will have 30% off all hats tomorrow. So if you guys find yourself a hat that you like, go to the Anaheim Ducks team store and get yourself a hat. Not sponsored, by the way. Just wanted to point that out because I have been to a game with a hat trick and just wanted to point that out. Minute 28 left to go now. So the Ducks have to get something going here as Carlson's back out on the ice. And it looks like it's going to be a 5-on-5 still. Dostal in the net. The Ducks have to get something going as McTavish wins that draw. I guess the Ducks still have a... No, I don't think... no, the Ducks don't have a power play. It's still full strength as Carlson will elect to get that to Killorn over to McTavish. Ducks have the empty net again. Strome takes that shot. Gobbled up by Ersson. Minute 12 left to go in the period. In the game. Ducks have to score 2 in the next minute in order to force overtime. Empty net, Strome and Carlson, McTavish, Killorn, Minchikov, and I believe Labushkin are out there, and Troy Terry are all out there. as the Flyers now have it. They chip it down, and Mintyukov trying to get there, and will take the trip, and the Flyers will pot the empty net, bringing the night, Leo Carlsson's magical hat trick night, to an end. And that will be the end of it for the Anaheim Ducks, as they pot the empty net to make it a 6-3 game. Owen Tippett, I believe that is his second of the night. But hey, at least we got to see a hat trick from Leo Carlsson tonight. The young stud has been absolutely phenomenal in his first couple games. Absolute incredible effort by him. We get set for the draw here. So the fourth line is out. And the Flyers jump it in. 57 seconds left to go. There is still time. But with the way the Ducks have been playing and the way the Flyers are just overpowering them offensively, I don't think it could happen. The Flyers now still just have it in the zone, just running down time. 45 seconds left. They get it back up to the point. That shot will go wide. So the Flyers have it back out to at the point as they look to cut in. That shot will get poke-checked away. And Carrick now trying to pressure. 30 seconds left in the game. The Flyers just kind of chill in their own defensive zone. They headman it up the ice. No icing there. So the Ducks will have it the last 20 seconds of the game. So they look to just kind of settle it. 16 seconds left now as Fowler takes it up for one last rush opportunity to make it maybe a 2-goal game. Looks like the Flyers will have it now. 8 seconds left, and they'll just chip it in. 5 seconds left to go in the game. And that will be the end of tonight's contest. Final score, the Philadelphia Flyers 6, your Anaheim Ducks 3. They go on a 2-game losing streak. But it's okay. They have the Sharks to play on Sunday. Hopefully they look for a bounce back for that. Leo Carlsson, definitely tonight's first star of the game with 3 goals. His first career NHL hat trick. But a rough night for the Anaheim Ducks as they get off to a slow start. And a slow finish as well, as they lose tonight's game 6-3 final score. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. And alongside from me, Jonas Tani, I will see you guys next time I broadcast the game in the next video. Peace. End this broadcast. Mike is screwing up. See you guys. Thank you guys for joining me tonight.